千里之行，始于足下. A journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath the feet. We now gather in the Tao to travel the journey together. Welcome to Tao Talks with Derek Lin, where we take a deep dive into the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. As always, I would like to extend a warm welcome to one and all. Thank you for joining us. I would like to invite you to center your thoughts and direct your attention to this moment in time, to the here and now, to be fully present and mindfully aware as we all ready ourselves for this sacred process in the Tao with one another. So not in accordance with the Tao, in two categories, giving and helping. In giving, it is not in accordance with the Tao to give nothing. The reason is because you can always give something. Something that doesn't need to be, it doesn't have to be tangible either. It could be totally intangible, even if it's no more than a friendly smile, an encouragement, or just a silent blessing from you. Things that cost you nothing in material resources, and yet things that can benefit the other party. So bottom line here, you can always give something. The other extreme is to give too much. As I said, the proper giving in accordance with the Tao is measured. It is proportional to what you possess. If you give the shirt off your back, in our culture, we tend to use that as an example of someone being very helpful and compassionate, but it's actually not in accordance with the Tao. Do not give the shirt off your back to a stranger, because then you will have no shirt. You want to assist, you want to give in accordance with what you can. If you're wearing a shirt and somebody is not, well, you have to find something else to keep them warm, perhaps a blanket. Now, both of you can keep warm. That will be the Tao. To sacrifice yourself to benefit others, not necessarily in accordance with the Tao. So we're talking about helping now, pretty much. Let's talk about helping as well. To not be in accordance with the Tao when in regards to helping, doing nothing would not be in accordance with the help. And I know that there are people who say, well, the concept of Wu Wei says that I should not do anything. So they use the concept from the Tao to justify inaction. In reality, Wu Wei means actions that are without attachments, without hidden agenda. Like I said, the pure act of giving that is driven by pure compassion, that will be Wu Wei as well. To do just the minimal that is necessary to achieve a particular objective, that can be Wu Wei as well. In all cases, Wu Wei doesn't mean a refusal to help other people, to do nothing. Even if you can tell that someone has problems or issues that can correct itself if you just observe, for you to just listen to those problems, for you to just play the role of an observer ready to jump in when necessary, that's doing something. That is not doing nothing. Then doing too much, like giving too much, is not in accordance with the Tao. When you go beyond, to do too helping When you go beyond moderation, you end up with wasted effort, a gesture in futility, because when you do too much to help, you may be taken for granted. You may actually verge into the possibility of interfering with the other person. You're being too helpful. You need to back away from that. So similar to giving too much, you may damage your ability to continue helping, or you may receive not appreciation, but actually scorn, that people may point to you and say, stop being a busybody. You just leave me alone. So when it comes to helping, doing nothing, using Wu Wei as an excuse, or doing too much, being too helpful, those can all be extremes that are not in accordance with the Tao. So what about being in accordance with the Tao? Let's talk about that as well. In terms of giving, we want to give like the heavenly Tao. That is, we first observe the world. Most people are not giving like the heavenly Tao. They would take from the people who already have very little and give to those who already have too much. This is like when we say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That seems to be the way that human beings work in the material world. Many of them are that way, and we don't want to follow their example. We want to be more like the heavenly Tao, which is more like a balancing mechanism. So we want to emulate the Tao by reducing the excess that we possess and share the excessive resources with those who don't have enough of those resources. This could be charity, this could be donation. Either way, it is consistent with what it says from Tao Te Ching, chapter 77. Two lines that you see there, they mean reduce that which has excess, add to that which is lacking. And in that chapter, it's talking about how the heavenly Tao balances everything, and we should too. Now, in accordance with the Tao, to help other people, that is, we should provide physical, mental, and material assistance according to ability and without requiring any kind of compensation. I think that that's pretty well known. That's pretty much common sense. And we should also encourage the people that we assist to pay it forward. No need to pay us back. Pay it forward, help other people, pass on the message of the Tao. This will be consistent with chapter 79. I've got two lines there from chapter 79. This is the chapter about the left part of the lending contract versus the right part. And those two lines say, those who have virtue hold the contract. Those without virtue hold the collections. If you recall from our discussion on 79, the sages are the ones who hold the left part of the contract. That is, they have provided assistance to other people, but they do not demand collection. They do not need to be paid for that. Instead, they tell people to further pay it forward by helping even more people. So that would be in accordance with the Tao. Our meeting has come to an end, but the journey continues on. Let us all travel safely so we can meet again. Until next time, may the Tao fill you with peace and happiness.